Hello, clever people, and welcome to my review for Fighting with My Family. So Fighting with My Family is a passion project from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and it follows a true story of a woman who is very involved in the world of boxing, and she gets chosen to go to kind of train to work up to become a fighter in WWE. And in the meantime, her brother, who is also a wrestler, is kind of dealing with the fact that he did not get to go on the same path as her, that he is stuck in his hometown. So it's about that and their family dynamic and about her wrestling. So Fighting with My Family is a movie I was kind of looking forward to. It got pretty good reviews, and it's not like the premise particularly grabbed my attention, but I thought that it could be interesting, and I was hoping for a good movie out of it, and that's what we got. Fighting with My Family is a really, really well done, very entertaining film that is very, very approachable. I think the best thing about this movie is that it is exactly that. Approachable. It's a movie that you can just sit with and you can watch and you can feel relaxed while watching it, and there's nothing really too stressful in it. There's nothing too emotional that will really get to you. All of it is very surface level, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's surface level because it's not digging deep into you, but it's still being very serious while maintaining some very light-hearted atmosphere. And I think that the performances in the movie too are very, very good. You got some really, really good acting, especially from the young woman in the movie who plays the lead character. She was really, really good. I haven't seen her in anything else. Maybe I have and I just forgot, but for this being my first exposure to her, I thought that she was incredible. I thought that she was a great actress, and she was great with subtlety. Not everything was very flashy in this movie. There was a lot of subtle acting required, and she fit the job really, really well. Ricky Gervais as well is very funny. Honestly, Ricky Gervais is one of those actors where it's hard to not see him, but they did a lot of makeup on him and they kind of just redid him completely. So I was able to not see Ricky Gervais in that role, but just see a dad who's into wrestling. In terms of my problems with this movie, it's very, very cliched, extremely to the point where every single plot point is predictable and every single emotional moment is predictable. You can predict when the montages are, you can predict when the person's gonna go home. There's a ton of things like that throughout this movie, and I think that it's a good example of if you're gonna make a cliche movie and you know that, this is how you make it, because it was the best that it could have been for what it was, but it was still held back by the fact that there was nothing creative about it, that it lacked in a few areas. I don't think Fighting with My Family is a movie with a whole lot of problems though, because it knows what it is. It knows it's not an incredible Oscar-winning movie. It knows it's a fun family drama comedy that's coming out in February, and for that type of explanation of a movie, it turned out really, really well, and I ended up going out of the theater very, very happy that I checked this out. I will give Fighting with My Family a 7.5 out of 10. Alright, that concludes my review for Fighting with My Family. So, what are your thoughts on this film, or what is your favorite boxing movie? Comment in the comment section below and let me know. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.